Empress Zewditu, 1876–1930, was the first and only female monarch of Ethiopia in modern times, ruling from 1916 until her death in 1930. Her reign was marked by the restoration of Ethiopian traditions, political struggles, and the modernization efforts that set the stage for Ethiopia's future transformation. Empress Zewditu was born Askala Mariam on April 29, 1876, in Menelik II's palace in Shewa, modern-day Ethiopia. She was the daughter of Emperor Menelik II, who later unified Ethiopia and became a national hero after defeating the Italians at the Battle of Adwa in 1896. Her mother was Woizero Bafana Volde Mikel, Menelik's second wife, but Bafana fell out of favor after becoming involved in political conspiracies leading to her exile. Childhood and education. Zewditu grew up within the strict confines of the Ethiopian imperial court. Her upbringing emphasized Christian orthodoxy, royal decorum, and Ethiopian traditions. She was educated by priests and elders, becoming deeply knowledgeable about the Ethiopian Orthodox Church and the duties of a ruler. Marriages for political alliances. Zewditu's first marriage was to Araya Selassie Johannes, the son of Emperor Johannes IV. Araya died young, leaving Zewditu a widow. She later married Gugsa Well, a powerful nobleman from the Wollo region and an important political player. Her marriages were primarily political tools to ensure loyalty among Ethiopia's powerful regional lords. For much of her early life, Zewditu lived quietly as part of Ethiopia's imperial family, overshadowed by the ambitious men in her family. During this time, her father, Menelik II, consolidated his power, defeating regional lords and ensuring Ethiopia remained an independent Christian kingdom. Menelik II suffered debilitating strokes beginning in 1906, leaving him paralyzed and unable to rule effectively. The power vacuum led to instability. Menelik named his grandson Lige Iyasu as his successor. When Menelik died in 1913, Lige Iyasu ascended to power, but quickly alienated the nobility. The fall of Lige Iyasu. He allegedly converted to Islam, a grave concern for the Christian nobility and Ethiopian Orthodox Church. His erratic behavior and alliances with Muslim leaders alarmed the powerful Christian feudal lords. He lacked the political skills to manage Ethiopia's complex power dynamics. In 1916, a coalition of Ethiopian nobles, the Orthodox Church, and army leaders deposed Lige Iyasu. Zewditu, as Menelik II's daughter and a direct link to the Solomonic dynasty, was declared Empress. Empress Zewditu's reign represented a turbulent era of competing ideologies, traditionalism versus modernization. Zewditu was crowned as the Empress Regnant, a ruler in her own right, but power was largely shared with her regent and heir, Ras Tafari Makonnen. While Zewditu was pious and deeply traditional, Ras Tafari symbolized modernization and Ethiopia's engagement with the global world. Zewditu was devoutly religious and upheld the Ethiopian Orthodox Church as the cornerstone of Ethiopian identity. She funded the construction of churches, monasteries, and religious schools, earning the loyalty of the church. Zewditu viewed religious piety as her sacred duty, often preferring to delegate political decisions to her advisors. Ethiopia joined the League of Nations in 1923, gaining recognition as an independent state. Infrastructure projects, such as roads, schools, and a national bank, were developed. Tafari established diplomatic relations with European powers to modernize Ethiopia's military and institutions. Zewditu reluctantly approved these reforms, but conservative nobles resisted Ras Tafari's influence. Zewditu's rule was constantly challenged by rival nobles and regional lords. Her husband, Gugsa Well, led a rebellion against Ras Tafari's growing power. In 1930, Gugzawel's forces were defeated at the Battle of Ankem. Gugzawel's loss sealed Rastafari's dominance and devastated Zewditu, who reportedly fell into grief. On April 2, 1930, Empress Zewditu died under mysterious circumstances. Official reports state she died of typhoid fever. Some sources suggest she suffered a heart attack or died of grief following Gugzawel's defeat. Following her death, Rastafari Makonnen was crowned Emperor Haile Selassie I, marking the end of Zewditu's reign and the beginning of Ethiopia's modern era, Zewditu's legacy. Zewditu remained a staunch defender of Ethiopia's Christian heritage and traditional values during a period of transformation. Zewditu was the first and only female monarch of modern Ethiopia. She demonstrated that women could hold the highest office, paving the way for discussions about gender roles in Ethiopian leadership. While she clung to tradition, Zewditu's reign inadvertently allowed Rastafari's reforms to proceed, ushering Ethiopia into the modern world. Zewditu's unwavering faith and support for the Church cemented her legacy as a guardian of orthodoxy and Ethiopian identity. Empress Zewditu's life and reign embodied the struggle between tradition and modernity during a transformative era in Ethiopian history. Though overshadowed by her regent, Rastafari, later Haile Selassie, she remains a significant figure for her devotion to faith, her symbolic role as Ethiopia's only modern female monarch, and her ability to preserve Ethiopia's cultural integrity. Her reign marked the last era of Ethiopia's old feudal system before the country fully embraced modernization under Haile Selassie.